There you go.
Dude, there's not a bigger test for your new bike than a flare at that speed. At that,
It's true. Yeah.
It's pretty gnarly to put like a downhill bike through that sort of like
Fairly
force,
untested, yeah. But no, it handled it totally well. Like not one thing broke on the bike actually, and everything was perfect. And I'd say even having the no mech and no gears off the back might have helped spin the flare around, because all the weight's in that gearbox right under your feet, so it doesn't really, it's not at the front or the back of the bike, is it? It's right in the middle, so it can kind of spin a little easier. I mean, I've never done flares that well, so maybe it was just a good day. So maybe the bike helped.
If there's more weight on the either end,
more to spin, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it's on the extremities, but because all the weight's in the middle and you've just got like one rubber belt and one cog at the back, there's actually, the rear of the bike is super light, whereas the middle is where the weight's moved to. So maybe that helped it spin around. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you keep your setup the same normally? So was this a big change?
Just pumped the suspension up a little harder, and the tyres as well. I think I run the tyres about 45 psi, something like that, and downhill casing tyres so they don't like fold off the takeoffs. I did have actually a trail tyre on when I first went out there, and I had to change that. When I came back between, I swapped it for a full downhill casing because it just didn't have the same support off the lips. Like for whips and stuff like that, we do a bit of a lean and then like whip it off the takeoff. I just didn't have as much stability, I thought, in the sidewall of the tyre, so I changed it to a full gravity casing, and instantly first run after that I was like, oh, it's better. Like, had all the confidence in leaning.
So interesting, man, that you
whipping,
feel that
At
holy shit
PSI.
yeah
Exactly, which was surprising to me too. That's why I put it on, because it was lighter, so I thought oh, that'd be cooler for like whips and maybe for the flares and stuff like that, and 360s, stuff like that, just make the bike more agile. Because like you said, at 45 psi you think the tyre's not going to squidge at all, but it turns out it did, and it made a huge difference.
Wow, that's so interesting that you feel that.
Yeah, and actually I prefer the heavier tyre for whips anyway, because you get that like centrifugal force of the wheel spinning. With a heavier tyre you can whip it way harder and it wants to come back straight, so you can lean way harder off the side. So actually I like the heavy tyre and a heavy inner tube in there as well, I put in for even more effect.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh mate, the intricacies are fascinating. That's so cool.
It's a funny place. Everyone goes there with the weirdest bikes.
Really?
Don't make sense anywhere else, but everyone's like talking about, they're like, some guys putting like 26-inch rear ends in there and like super high bottom brackets, steep head tubes, hardest suspension ever. Some guy has no chain ring, just because like, with no extra weight, extra things to brake, and he like scoops in the top.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. That cornflakes guy, Alessio.
Yeah.
Who won best whip actually. Did you see his whips? They were bonkers.
Insane, dude. So that's interesting actually. Has anyone ever turned up? Obviously you're so sort of confident with this stuff now, I'd say, right? Like, you've been doing it a long time, you know, DarkFest, Big Air, whatever you call it. Does anyone ever turn up with something and you're like, yo, listen to me, man, or lady, not really, this isn't gonna work out?
Because anyone that comes is pretty like big air specialist, I'd say. It's not like they've never ever done it before. The kind of not weirdest one, but like Caden turned up, Caden Ingersoll, he's like a slope guy. He turned up with I think 160 170 bike, and it's pumped up so hard for like, because he's a hardtail rider, and he's there to do flip whips, so he's got a totally different bike to what I've got, which is just for like comfort, big jumps, laying out nice whips and big flips. Like, my tricks aren't really spinning the bike as much as I possibly can, whereas he is, so it's cool. It's like the new generation. And he came and did the first flip whip we've seen. He did a 360 downside whip, which, I mean, not that I never thought it'd be possible, but it's certainly not what we were thinking when we built the jumps originally and when we rebuilt them.
Do you reckon that's the direction you said, like the new generation, didn't you, or evolution of it?
Possibly. Possibly. I mean, tailwhips and bar spins is like a whole new thing to do on those jumps in it, but it's not really what I like. I like the big Supermans. And
okay. Hey man, what an episode that was. You did amazing in it.
And so did you.
You shone like a star.
You shone like a moon.
Can we also put something up here that you can click on for the next episode?
How about we put a subscribe up there in the middle?
Yeah,
we're going to put a video we think that our lovely companionship will love on your face.
On my face?
Yeah.
And so they can't see me now.
Gone. And on my face, another video that we think people will love. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please hit like and subscribe. You guys are the best.
Peace and love.